welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, August the 15th. My name is Kat. I have your astrological forecast for the week ahead, starting today, August 15th, and going through Saturday, August the 21st. But before we get started, we are going to become balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Third breath. On this third breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the negativity, toxicity, all that low vibrations, all leaving our bodies, flowing right out of our body, and it's being replaced by this beautiful white light that is coming in and filling our entire bodies with white light, love, and the will to good. And then it's going out, this white light, and it's creating a protective bubble around us. And this bubble is deflecting all evil, low vibration, all toxicity right back to its source. While we're in this space of white light connected with our higher self, we are going to say our Leo affirmation. I am part of all I see, and all I see is part of me. We're going to say our affirmation together. We're going to stay in this space of white light connected with our higher self for 5 seconds. Let's say it together. I am part of all I see, and all I see is part of me. Great. Well, it's been a week. The Lionsgate portal has opened, and I think it closed yesterday. Like I said last weekend, I wasn't really sure what it was about, so I was excited to experience it. And I have to say, I'm not sure if it's that energy or the energy of the affirmation. I am part of all I see, and all I see is part of me. But I think Paul, who watches the video, we have really experienced the energy of being connected to everything and everything being connected to us. It is, it's so simple. And when I first brought it out last month, I thought, oh man, that is so simple. But boy, has it turned out to be a powerful affirmation. So just getting in touch with understanding that we are part of everything. We are part of the entire matrix, and the entire celestial matrix is contained within us as well. Such cool stuff. Well, we start the week off with our energies that have been hanging around. We've got our yearly annual energy of Saturn and Aquarius squaring Uranus and Taurus. It's the conflicting energy between the old and the new, between the status quo and the new innovative ideas and technology and service and working together. And that energy is the Aquarian age replacing the Piscean age energy. And it is in conflict, and it's in conflict. This particular relationship is in conflict all the way up until 2023 in one form or another. So we're trying to balance and bring these energies together. And to help us with that, we have 4 planets in retrograde, helping us to look inside and get in touch with our true, authentic selves. I've been talking about skeletons in our closet, bringing out those parts of ourselves that we are ashamed of, uncomfortable with, and really taking a look as to why and how we can heal and align that. This week we have 4 planets retrograde, and this week Uranus is going to jump into the fray on the 19th. So we have all of this energy we are working with at this time. So we have big changes taking place. I know many of us have experienced the Uranian energy of our outer world just completely being turned upside down because of the outer events, the pandemic, and everything that has changed in our environment because of that. So we are working with trying to adjust these energies, and we're in the season of retrogrades where it's all about going within and realigning, reviewing, readjusting, healing, releasing. And so we have all of that. And then this week, I don't know if anyone watched Friday, but yesterday, Friday and Saturday, I called those the 2 days of the inconjuncts of the wacky weekend. Well, that was just a tease, because we are going to have the whole coming week is going to be a continuation of these inconjuncts or quincunxes, which is a 150-degree relationship between 2 planets. And the problem is there is no compatible energy bringing these 2 planets together. So we're just like trying to adjust, realign, redirect. And so we are really juggling all these discordant energies this week. But the cool thing, here's the icing on the cake. It's not all that bad, because all this energy is kind of like poking us. Come on, get going, because we have work to do. We have to get within ourselves and get to our true authentic selves and get aligned with this new Aquarian energy. So we have these little irritants just bugging us to get us going. And I have to read this because this is so cool. We've got the Sun in Leo. We've got Mercury in Virgo. We've got Venus in Libra, Saturn in Aquarius, Neptune in Pisces. All of these planets are in their home signs, in their special space where they work and they like to be. So what this is telling us for the week is that these little irritants, they can be very productive for us if we take a look and we get down to work, because we've got Mercury in Virgo. Get down to work and focus and get our work done. We can make some great strides, not only internally, but how is this internal self gonna fit out there with all these changes? So lots of energy to really help us push forward, get some clarity, especially with Uranus going retrograde on Thursday. I'll talk more about that in a minute. It's going to bring some clarity as to all this upheaval that we've been experiencing. Monday, Venus goes into Libra until September 11th. And Venus, as I just said, Venus is going into its home sign. So it's real happy and it's very productive in Libra. We have really good energy. Again, making this a productive week for us if we want to get our work done, because we have these lovely inconjuncts pinching us, jarring us, irritating us, to take a look so that we can bring balance and harmony where we're out of whack. So with Venus moving into Libra on Sunday, the energy is there to work with our partner, to work with the group, to work with our boss, to work with our job, to bring more balance and harmony. We with this energy, we tend to be, instead of being like the bull in the china shop, we become more discerning, more refined, and we learn to get what we want with tact and diplomacy and charm. So we switch that Leo energy, that Sun and Leo energy that we're in the last week of, where we're full of ourselves and pride and we're going to put ourselves out there. Now we're like, yeah, but I can attract more bees with honey. And we're going to use that strategy while Venus is in Libra. Also, it's a time for social connections. We might want to join new groups that we are interested in that have the same interests that we do. The problem, always is the negative, right? There's a lot of options that we're looking at. And the problem with that Libra energy, not that it's a problem, but that Libra energy is intellectual. So it's taking place in the brain. So we're processing. So for instance, we're thinking that we want to get somewhere or we want something and we're thinking, how can I get what I want? What do I need to do or say? How charming can I be, right? So, but the problem is we keep weighing all these options and how we're going to do this, and we could do it that way, or we could get this, or we could go over there, and then we never make a decision and nothing ever happens. We never move. So be aware of that. Watch out for that. It's also a time where we want to surround ourselves with beauty. We want to feel when we're home, for instance, we want to be able to visualize beauty that brings us peace and makes us feel connected. So we may be doing a little redecorating this month too and taking it up a notch, taking out the TV tray, although I love the TV tray, and putting in the end table. So that's Monday. Wednesday, the moon goes into Capricorn, which gives us some good, solid practicality. We are really going to be looking on Wednesday and Thursday. We're looking at long-term goals. We're looking at getting our financial goals in order, our work-related goals in order. We're not, the sun has moved out of Sagittarius where we're all optimistic and happy-go-lucky, and now we're like, yeah, it's not really that great. We get a little bit pessimistic. We get a little bit negative. We tend to tune in on that energy, so watch out for that. But it is very productive because we're very attuned into our obligation and our responsibility and what we need to get done. Again, this week is very productive if we stay focused. The energy is there to get a lot of work done, and with the moon in Capricorn, that really helps. And then on Thursday, we move into the Uranus retrograde in Taurus. So Uranus is all about our true authentic self. It's all about expressing that in the outer world. It's all about working with the group. It's all about sudden changes, unexpected changes. So the first thing when Uranus moves retrograde, and just a retrograde is when the planets look like, due to their elliptical orbit, look like they're going backwards in the sky. Of course they're not. It's an optical illusion, but they cycle through these, they cycle back with these larger planets many months a year. And it's a natural cycle where we go forward for a certain amount of time, and then we step back and review where we've come from, and then we move forward again. That's the natural cycle of all the retrogrades. We on this earth don't tend to follow that cycle, and especially when we get into the Mercury retrograde, which will happen next month. That happens for 3 weeks though, and not for months and months at a time. That's really easy to see that when we are disconnected from that energy, because any kind of communication gets screwed up because we're not following the natural cycle. But back to Uranus. So with this energy, we're going to have a little bit more clarity about any upheavals, any changes. I mean, the last year, the last 7 months in particular with Uranus, what unexpected changes have occurred, what upheavals have occurred. Now we begin to start processing these changes. We can see everything a little bit more clearly, and we can see our way forward a little bit more clearly. But Uranus is very insistent about us expressing our true authentic selves. So we may experience during this Uranus retrograde outer events that cause us to look at ourselves and how we are compromising ourselves for others' stories, being used, being abused, being taken advantage of, giving our power away, and then what we need to do to get that back. So we may have outer experiences that really make us uncomfortable and want us to run home and cry. Oh no! But it's our opportunity to really step into who we are, because guys, this whole Aquarian age game is about being our true selves. We have to take off all the masks that we put on to pretend who we're someone else so we fit in. We have to take our masks off for us to survive this. Oh, and on Thursday, on the 19th, with all 5 planets retrograde, it took me a little while, but I do have a video coming out on Thursday the 19th at noon, and that is going to be on the retrograde season, a little bit of information on each of the 5 retrograding planets. So on Friday and Saturday coming up, we have some very nice trines with Mercury and Mars in Virgo, trining Uranus and Taurus. It is an absolutely wonderful time to work with groups, to come up with a new solution, innovative ideas. Everyone's going to be on the same page as far as wanting a new, more productive, more efficient solution. So everyone's going to be amenable to working together, and we'll be looking at new ideas too. So now it is a trine. So this is a very soft, easy energy. So opportunity to work together may pass us by if we aren't focused and really jump in and want to get it done. And what's going to happen at the end of Friday, after coming up with this great idea that works so well, here we are with our group, and we feel so satisfied that we were able to be productive, we were able to come up with a solution, and now we're ready to enjoy the weekend. So, wonderful stuff. And then Sunday, August the 22nd, the sun moves into Virgo. So, all new stuff, a great week ahead, very productive. But our productivity is probably tied to being made very uncomfortable so that we get off our butts and get to work. So, anyway, oh my. Okay, so today is the 15th. Tomorrow on August the 16th, Monday at noon, I will have our monthly overview for the sun in Virgo, which goes from August 22nd to September 22nd. That will be out tomorrow. Monday, 16th at noon. Thursday, the 19th at noon, I will have the retrograde season videotape out, and that will have information on all the 5 retrograding planets and a little Mercury retrograde thrown in just for fun. And then next Sunday, August the 22nd, when the sun does go into Virgo at 6 a.m., the new 15-minute guided meditation for the sun in Virgo will be available. How much fun is that? Lots of stuff going on. Time to go. Some of us are going to get pinched this week that, hey, we need to redirect. we need to go in a different direction. We know who we are. And we know this is a relationship, or this is a job, or this is a situation. And those of us who get the meaning, those of us who this concerns know what I'm talking about. It's time to go. It's time to move on. Where this relationship, this job, this situation no longer offers us any opportunity to grow. We need to be grateful for the experience. Thank you for the lessons learned, and move on and be poised. Be poised, be ready, because new opportunities are coming in. But we are not going to be able to entertain them if we are still holding on to this. What is it? Why are we holding on to this? Is it the security? Is it that it's, even though it's not, it doesn't make us happy or satisfied, we know what it is. We know our misery. There's no surprises there, right? Look at the difference. Look at the difference between these two. Which one do we want to be? Do we want to hang on to that old, worn out energy, or are we ready? Are we ready to make our move? And, oh, wow! Yes, make our move, and we will be so very happy. Wow. Okay. Spirit says in conjuncts, they're going to get some of us off our butts and get us going and get us to where we need to go. We need to be in charge. We need to start co-creating our future. So get with Spirit this week. The energy is there to get us going. So let's use it. Have a great week ahead. And come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat for my daily inspirational messages and interesting memes. If you like what you see today, please like, subscribe, and share. I greatly appreciate it. And I do read all the comments. I use them to learn and grow. Remember, the keynote for the Soul Sister channel is life is lived from the inside out. Happy inconjunct quincunx wacky week ahead, guys. Namaste.